Drivers often don't realize that engines can be unforgiving. Everyday actions like aggressively pushing the gas pedal aren't just poor practice, they're truly punishing to the motor. Over time, these seemingly minor errors accumulate, leading to significant harm. Neglecting routine maintenance is essentially inviting trouble. We're going to explore 9 specific habits that put strain on your engine. While each one might seem benign on its own, the damage builds up quickly. The good news is, these habits are easy to avoid. Stay with me until the end, and I'll share a simple, effective bonus tip that could be a lifesaver for your engine. Ready to change some bad habits? Let's get started. Habit number 1: running a motor low on oil or no oil at all. When your oil level is critically low, the engine's parts don't get the lubrication they need. This leads to increased wear and tear, shortening the lifespan of your motor. The engine then begins to overheat. If the oil's temperature becomes too high, it loses its ability to protect the engine, which is when serious problems start. The engine's temperature can spike, causing the components to seize up or even fuse together. At that point, your engine is completely ruined.
Habit number 2: constant low RPM driving.
Driving at a consistently low RPM, also known as lugging the engine, can be quite harsh on it, especially under a heavy load. When you do this, your engine isn't getting enough oil, coolant, or airflow to stay cool and properly lubricated. That's because the oil pump, water pump, and fan all operate less efficiently at lower engine speeds. As a result, there's less oil pressure and slower coolant flow, which means vital parts like bearings aren't as protected, and heat can start to build up. Of course, driving at low RPMs in stop-and-go traffic isn't an issue. Modern engines are built to handle it, and most cars have systems to compensate. However, if you regularly put a heavy load on the engine while it's lugging, it's a practice best avoided. Your engine will thank you for it in the long run. Habit number 3: excessive engine braking. A major risk of using engine braking is over-revving. Downshifting into a gear that's too low for your current speed forces the engine to spin faster than it should. This can cause severe damage, such as a valve floating or even a piston hitting a valve, which is a faster and more catastrophic version of timing belt failure. Another issue is the wear on your transmission synchronizers. Constantly downshifting to slow down puts more stress on them than upshifting does. It's better to shift down once and stay in that gear as you slow, rather than repeatedly downshifting. While rev matching can help, your vehicle's brakes are still the best and safest option for regular slowing and stopping. Engine braking is most effective for controlling speed on long, steep descents. For everyday stops, stick to your brake pedal. It's far cheaper to replace brake pads than to repair or replace engine components. Habit number 4: revving an engine cold. Revving a cold engine can cause significant damage. When the engine is cold, the oil inside is also cold and thick. This means it can't circulate smoothly to all the parts that need lubrication. If you rev the engine too soon, critical components like pistons and bearings won't get the oil they need, leading to extra wear or even a serious failure. A common mistake is assuming the engine is warm enough just by looking at the coolant temperature gauge. The truth is, oil heats up much slower than coolant. So, even if the coolant shows a warm temperature, the oil might still be too thick to properly protect the engine. Some older cars even had an oil temperature gauge to show you when it was truly safe to reverend. The best practice is to simply let your engine warm up naturally. It's a simple habit that can save you from expensive repairs and ensure everything runs smoothly. Habit number 5: high gear acceleration. Accelerating hard in a high gear or constantly pushing your engine to its highest RPMs can really wear it down. While it's fine to floor it occasionally, cars are built to handle bursts of power. Driving with the pedal to the metal all the time puts a lot of extra stress on components like crankshaft bearings. Over time, this can lead to premature wear and even failure. Modern engines do have electronic governors that limit the RPMs to prevent extreme damage. However, repeatedly pushing your engine to its maximum still adds stress and can shorten its lifespan. For a good balance between performance and longevity, it's best to stick to moderate revs. Not only is it healthier for your engine, but it's also more fuel efficient. Save those hard accelerations for when you genuinely need them. Habit number 6: ignoring fluid leaks. Every type of leak poses its own risks, and none should be ignored. For example, a coolant leak can cause your engine to overheat and fail. An oil leak can damage the engine and even start a fire if oil drips onto a hot exhaust. Brake fluid leaks are even worse, as they severely compromise your ability to stop, creating a huge safety hazard. Then there's transmission fluid, a leak of which can lead to major transmission damage. It's also worth remembering that all leaks can make the road slippery, endangering other drivers. Even a small leak that just stains your driveway can quickly escalate into a much bigger and more expensive problem if left unaddressed. If you notice a leak, don't wait. Get it checked by a mechanic immediately. Often, the fix is as simple as cleaning the engine bay and repairing the source. Ignoring it can lead to a complete engine failure or other costly repairs. Think of it this way: just as your body can shut down without enough blood, your engine will seize and fail without enough oil, resulting in expensive repairs or, at worst, a full replacement. Habit number 7: ignoring overheating. Heat is an engine's worst enemy. It can warp cylinder heads and lead to oil burning, misfires, and a loss of power. A common problem is ruptured hoses, which cause coolant leaks, creating a mess in the engine bay and potentially damaging other components. A severe overheat can even cause a blown head gasket, which mixes coolant and oil and severely damages the engine. A key sign of this issue is thick white smoke coming from your exhaust. You can spot overheating by watching your temperature gauge or a warning light on your dashboard. While moderate overheating might just cause the coolant to boil over, a severe case can seize the engine, leaving you with a costly repair or a full engine replacement. If your engine starts to overheat, pull over immediately and have your vehicle towed to a mechanic. Even a short drive could be the difference between a simple fix and a complete engine rebuild. Habit number 8: driving through standing water. Driving through standing water can pose a real danger to your engine. The primary risk depends on the location of your air intake. Every vehicle has a safe weighting limit, which is typically just below the air intake. When water rises above this level and enters the intake, the engine will hydrolock and stop immediately. This is a serious issue because water can cause permanent damage to the engine's internal components. To mitigate this problem, many off-road vehicles are equipped with snorkels, an accessory that raises the air intake's position. This allows the vehicle to safely navigate deeper water. A snorkel ensures the air entering the engine remains dry, preventing water from getting into the combustion chamber, a space designed exclusively for fuel and air. If an engine does get hydrolocked, it must be completely dried out and have its oil replaced before the vehicle can be restarted. Habit number 9: skipping regular maintenance. Neglecting oil changes for your engine can lead to serious consequences. Over time, the oil thins out and turns into a sludge-like substance. This sludge can't properly lubricate the engine, causing parts to wear out more quickly and, in some cases, leading to a complete engine seizure. The same applies to transmission fluid. If you skip those scheduled changes, the fluid loses its ability to cool and lubricate the transmission. This can cause the transmission to slip, struggle to shift gears, or even lose a gear entirely. Repairing both an engine and a transmission can be incredibly expensive. That's why consistent maintenance, like timely oil changes, is your best bet for saving money in the long run. An effective solution many drivers don't know about is using engine oil additives. These additives can enhance the oil's protective qualities and reduce wear and tear as you drive. They help the oil better withstand extreme temperatures, ensuring your engine is protected in all conditions. Some additives can even improve fuel efficiency and lower emissions. It's incredibly easy to use them. Simply pour them in during your next oil change. This small step offers significant benefits for both your engine and your wallet. Taking good care of your car's heart will help you avoid costly breakdowns, extend your vehicle's lifespan, and lead to better fuel economy and a smoother driving experience. Hopefully the tips in this video will help you. To discover more interesting secrets on your own car, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel immediately so that I have the motivation to make more good videos. Let's join the community and create a car-related environment to learn together every day.